Hello and welcome to Cover Reviews. Today I'm going to be reviewing S.C. Hilton's The Outsiders. This book is mainly based around two social groups, the Soaks and the Greasers. And these two social groups, they fight a lot. The Soaks a lot of times jump the Greasers, and they clash a lot because the Soaks are rich, the Greasers are poor, and the Soaks feel as if they can do whatever they want to the Greasers. So that's kind of why the Greasers have a tight knit bond with each other, and if something happens to one person, the whole group kind of is hurt. And when a Greaser actually ends up killing a Soak, it changes the whole story, because you see that the Greasers have a blunt end, and that it can really affect somebody when the choices that they make. And that's just the beginning of the story, so I didn't spoil anything by telling you that this person killed anyone. But it's told in the point of view of Ponyboy, and yes, that is his real name. And it revolves around what he believes happens and how he feels about the things that go on. Pretty much, it's pretty much of a simple book. It's only about 180 pages. So it's a quick read. If you don't like the book, it's not going to gravely affect you. If you don't like it, it's a quick read. You can, if you start and you don't like it, you didn't miss a whole lot. But it really doesn't get going, I'd say, until about page 100 anyways. And then, and the climax is kind of, there's little climaxes through the whole story, I would say, but there's one major one towards the end, and you'll see that when you read the novel. S.C. Hilton's writing, I would say, is pretty distinct, especially with her dialogue. She uses a lot of things that people really talk about. Gonna is a word she uses a lot in dialect. Not going to, but gonna, and that is the distinction of the people in the area, because this book takes place in Tulsa, Oklahoma, in 1967. So that's the idea, that it's these more of a, wouldn't say country, but I'd say Midwestern twang type accent in their words. So that's just the way that they talk. And I believe that was a little bit of a distinction in the way that she wrote, as well as she uses some different vocabulary in her writing that I don't see a whole lot. Even in Stephen King writing, I don't see a whole lot of some of the dialogue she uses. And a lot of the dialogue she uses in this book is distinctive to the time she was writing in. Obviously, 2015 and 1967 is quite of a long time. 49 years is quite a big chunk of time, and things change. Meanings of word changes, etc. But overall, I give this book a 5 out of 5. It wouldn't be my favorite, but it did have a great little story plot. It's a short book, so you don't invest a whole lot of time on it, and you just have a kind of a fun time trying to anticipate what's going to happen and when it's going to happen, because there's a lot of little cliffhangers in here that you would think, well, what's going to happen? And that's something I think is enjoyable about the novel.